You guys had 31 years. That's a very long time. So number one, when was it that you heard the teachings that made you sort of start to turn your life?
You know, me, my brother, and cousin was separated. We went to different prisons. You know, Orrin went to Wisconsin. I went to Indiana. Amir went to Florida or somewhere. We did not even coordinate that we were going to go study the teachings. It just happened. All of us, you know, all of us embraced it individually, separated. And then we came to the same place without, you know, like I said, no coordination. Yeah. And like Orrin say, it's an eye-opening experience. And when you start getting knowledge yourself, it makes you want more knowledge. And you just go in search of knowledge, and you have purpose. You have purpose in there. You know, I did a lot of studying law, too, and I got a lot of people out of prison and reduced sentences. And I'm going to pursue a law degree. I mean,
go ahead.
So that's how you keep going forward. You know, waking up with a purpose, not somebody going outside playing basketball, lifting weights, and, you know, the nonsense that they have set up for you to just do time, you know, and, you know, and that's what, I mean, I think that's what propelled us forward and made our situation productive, not only for ourselves, but other people, because we did have an impact on many men. And I mean, we're very respected throughout the system. You know, everybody who came across, you know, they respect us because of how we carried ourselves. And, you know, so I hope that kind of answered the question to a degree.
I want to weigh in on that real quick because I remember I was in Virginia, and I got a letter from both of them saying that they were asking me if I had heard this brother named Minister Farrakhan, and I was like, I lit up. I couldn't wait to write him back and tell him that I had just embraced the teachings. Now, you said it wasn't coordinated. We didn't discuss this among each other. It just happened. And I got the teachings, and I you know, when you get light, you start getting knowledge yourself, you hungry for it. So I became an avid reader. And I read everything I could get my hands on. I probably read every scholar you could name, and any literature I could get my hands on, I read it. And, you know, that was my motivation. You know, I felt like Minister Farrakhan had given me an assignment, and I went to work. And between studying the teachings and studying law, that became, you know, that occupied my time. That became my time. That's how I did my time. And I shared this with Brother DJ, that young teachers, and, you know, you haven't been brought to the teachers, and the teachers are new to you. You know, I went down to Georgia, got the brothers together down there. We started organizing and doing things. And when staff saw what we were doing with the teachings, they became frightened. This is when I knew the teachings were so powerful. They got rid of me and put me on the bus and put me on what they call diesel therapy. Rolled me all around the country, never designated me to any prison. I finally get to Terry Hut, Indiana, where Cecil was being housed. And I thought, even at that moment, I thought they were going to ship me out again, but they finally designated me there, saying that they needed to put me somewhere where I could be more closely monitored. Not because I was stabbing people, not because I was selling drugs or, you know, engaged in prison culture, but because of the teachings of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad and how we were utilizing those teachings to bring other people into the knowledge of self. This was my punishment. And so I ended up in Terry Hut with Cecil, which was a blessing in and of itself because we had opportunity to get together and work on the case together. And ultimately, all three of us got together once we transferred to Kentucky. I think when we got back to Virginia, we all three of us got together. So that made it easier for the family to come see all three of us together instead of going to 3 different states to see us. So it all worked out.
Mm-hmm. Well, we're running up on the top, and I'm going to let Brother Naba close it. Okay. Yeah, okay. So we're almost out of time, I guess, Brother Naba. But I would just say, lastly, it sounds like the 3 Hebrew boys story in the fiery furnace. It does, like Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, or as Khaled would say, as a bad Negro. So, brothers, y'all, stay blessed, and I'll let Brother Naba take it from there and bring us to the top of the hour. I'm sure you and Brother BJ as well. So, bless you, brothers. May Allah continue to shower His blessings on y'all, Brother Naba.
We have to bring you back, and I want everybody to know that you all wrote your legal arguments to be released yourselves, right?
Yeah.
Yes. You did that yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm going to wrap this up, BJ, and you can do your thing. Brothers and sisters, I want you to consider now the brilliance of black men thrown away, locked away by the truth.
Exactly.
But you got 3 brothers that hear the teachings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. They change their lives. They resurrect others in the prison environment. They learn the law of the enemy. Now, this ain't somebody else's law. And they put their efforts, their hope, their faith, their intelligence to work so that they can get out, and then they help others get out. Brothers, I'm telling you, man, these types of stories always fascinate me, always touch me. So we're going to have to bring you back. And, Brother BJ, we're going to have to talk to VON about all these daggone commercials, man. They need to cut that in half.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, brother. That's right. Yes, sir. And we wanted to connect these brothers, connect Charlotte with Chicago because, the Honorable Mr. Farrakhan, what he said about the city of Charlotte, that was like his second home. And these brothers right here, they love the minister, and we want to definitely get a chance to give out some information. So if there's some brothers in the city of Chicago who are formerly incarcerated would like to talk to any of the 3 of them, Cecil, Orrin, or Amir, do y'all have a one number? Can we give out the one phone number where somebody can contact y'all?
704-208-9621.
Very good, very good. So 704-208-9621. You want to talk to Cecil, Orrin, or Brother Amir, we'll definitely get you in contact with them. Brothers and sisters, coming up, we got the great doctor, Dr. Wesley Muhammad, and he's going to drop information on the cover-up of the UFO phenomenon. Who's driving those ships, those planes that they say are unidentified? We're going to get into all of that coming up right here on WVON 1690, the Talk of Chicago. We're going to get into your phone calls as well at 773-591-1690, 773-591-1690. Brother Naba Richard Muhammad, Brother James D. Muhammad, yours truly, Brother BJ Murphy. This is Straight Words on WVON 1690, the Talk of Chicago.